Alright, what's going on everyone? I decided to do this video again. If you've never seen the first part of this video, I first made it around in February. I wanted to calculate how many orbs people can get if they already did everything in the game. It's a big thing. A lot of people ask me in all the streams and all the videos, how do I get orbs? How do you grind so many orbs? How much money do you pay for orbs? I don't. And you know, what can I do to get orbs if I've already done all the stories and everything else there is to do in the game? I've already maxed out my characters, yada yada yada. So I decided to figure it out. Like I said, I did this in February, but the game has added some additional stuff. They've improved upon other stuff, and I wanted to kind of update the list of things you can do in order to get the orbs. Now, the thumbnail of this video says the free orbs the BBS gives you, or the Bleach Brave Souls free in-game orbs. I don't want you guys to think that this is a hack. I don't really want there to be a hack for this game for free orbs, because that would just kind of mess up the game. So this is how to get them actually in-game, and it's a lot easier than you might think, and there's actually a lot more than you might think. There's a lot more orbs to get in the game than at first glance, because a lot of people are like, oh, this game's pay to win, yada yada yada. Only people who spend a lot of money can do really well, and that is not true at all. So let's go ahead and get started here. We're gonna start off with the initial daily orbs. Obviously, if you complete everything that this game has to offer a day, then you get 5 orbs. You get 5 orbs a day times 30 days in a month, and we're gonna calculate this to the best of my ability for a monthly thing. And we're gonna round off the number, so it's not gonna be exact, because there is, special events like step-ups or 30 million downloads, or etc. So this is just like the bare minimum, a regular month of the regular year. So that's 5 times 30, making it 150. So that's 150 a month if you just do the daily quest. Oops. There we go. If you just do the daily thing, it's 150 a month, which is awesome. Now, as for events, last time I did this video, I estimated around 4 events a month. I actually went a little under, because I said one a week for the month being like 4 weeks in a month. But I actually counted. There's around 6 to 7 events, sometimes more depending on if there's a holiday. So we're gonna go for 6 events a month. 6 different events the game gives you in a month, and it's around. Sometimes it's more, sometimes it's less, but it's about 45 for each event. 45 just completing the event. Now, if you complete the event and you do all the event, 30 times as the game wants you to do, it's actually 5. It's actually 50, because it gives you an extra 5 orbs. The actual event gives you extra 5 orbs for completing it 30 amount of times. So 50 times 6 events that there is a month is actually 300. So you can see how it adds up just right there. That's almost 2 multis right there. So that's, if you complete every event 30 times like the game wants you to, that's 300 a month. Now, as you know, you also get a 4-star. During every event, you get a 4-star. It's a new 4-star. It's worth 35 orbs when you max it out. And that's 6 of them, so 6 times 35, I think is 100. Let's see, I wrote it down here. It's 140. So that's 140 just for the 4 stars that you max out, which is pretty nice. Now, right now we're doing a point event. Point events are a little bit rarer than regular events. They don't come as often, but we do get about 1 a month. And I'm not gonna count the actual orbs that you get during the point event, because we already calculated that in the 300 that you get for the month event, and it differs. In fact, right now we have one that's it gives you there's 15 stories. And that's 15 times 5. That's like 75 orbs just for that. It's not usually that. It's usually 45. So we're not gonna count that again. But we are gonna count that the orbs. We are gonna count the orbs that the point event actually gives you as you complete the points. Usually it's 80. This time it's 100. We're gonna lowball it. We're gonna go with 80, just in case. We're trying to get the bare minimum you can get a month. But right now it's actually 100. This is actually a really good point event. And if this becomes the new norm, that would actually be really, really good. But we're just gonna say it's 100. Now, after that, we have the metal exchange characters. I know we don't always get a metal exchange character. It's every other month that we get a metal exchange character, but it's also every other month that we get a frenzy character. Because of that, I'm gonna say that, bam, one new character a month, That's 125 orbs, because on the months that we get a new Metal Exchange character, we don't get a new Frenzy character, and vice versa. So we're gonna go with 125 just to be safe. As for the actual event for the Frenzy character, completing the event gives you around 25 orbs because you do it 5 times, so that's 25. Plus, if you do all of the, if you get all of the crystals that the game has you get, that's 40. So 40 plus 25 for the Frenzy character is 65 orbs. So that's 65 orbs for the Frenzy character, 125 for either the Metal Exchange or the Frenzy character. We'll leave it at that. Alright, where are we at here? Let's see. Okay, the Droplet zones and the Inheritance zones. Like I said, I wrote it down, so I'm going off the list here. Droplet zones and Inheritance zones. This one's actually kind of a gray area. It's kind of hard to calculate. We're gonna say 50, because we don't always get new Droplet zones. We don't always get a new Inheritance zones. From what I could tell, they usually alternate with Inheritance zones. We get 2 sets a month. We get one like at the beginning of the week and one in the one at the beginning of the month and one at the end of the month, and usually one of those is new, meaning that's 50 orbs because it's 10 per attribute. 5 attributes, that's 50 orbs. We are not going to count the Droplet zone because it's not a for sure thing. We're just going to add 50 there for Inheritance zones and call it what it is. Let's see here. At this point, I kind of want to add them up. And let me do that here on the calculator on my phone, because I did not bring it up on the computer. My apologies. That's why you prepare, kids. That is why you prepare. That's also why you make up stuff to vamp for time while you search for the calculator on your phone. Because, as I mentioned earlier, you are not prepared. Alright. Calculator. Alright. So that's 150 plus 300 plus 140 plus 80 plus 5, 65, and 50. Alright, that grand total is 910, and I'm not even done yet. Alright, we're gonna wipe this out from the face of the earth. Goodbye, face of the earth. Alright, that's 910 so far. We're gonna continue. There we go. We're gonna continue here. Now, we also get a boss rush a month, which is nice because that's an extra 25 orbs. It's always new, even if they redo the boss rushes, which sometimes they do. Although it's rare, actually. The boss rushes, they really never redo. It's the challenges that they redo. But anyways, 25 orbs a month per boss rush. Completing them all doesn't get you extra orbs. It does give you extra, like a ticket, an accessory ticket, which is nice, but it's just 25 orbs. After that, it's the challenges. We get 1 challenge a month. That one does get repeated, but the orbs are still new. You still get new orbs. It's 75 for completing in the normal difficulty, 25 for completing in the harder one. That's 100 orbs total. So that's 100 orbs for the challenge. Now, going back to the monthly thing, we already calculated the ones for the monthly. If you do everything that the game has you do for a month, we already calculated that. But we didn't calculate if you log in. The login days, logging in for 30 days gives you 30 orbs, which is nice. Not only that, there we go. But if you log in every day of the month and you actually go to the home screen where where the calendar appears, the very last day of the month, you get 25. So that's 25 just for, that's I guess 55 for logging every single day for a month, which is nice. After that, it's Ichigo Day. Like, it's the little things that add up. After that, it's Ichigo Day, the 15th of every month. We get an extra 15 orbs. We also, during the calendar, the 25 orbs is the very last one, but there's also extra orbs spread out around the map. I believe last time I said there were 40. We're gonna go with 40 again, just to play it safe. So that's 40 for the actual calendar days. Then we have the intensive course. I believe that's an extra 10 orbs a month, because they usually add a new character. I'm sorry, 10 orbs a week, because they add 2 new characters. Each one is worth 5 orbs. We're gonna go with 4 weeks in a month. That's an extra 40 orbs right there. I know next week, I believe it's just 1 character, but I think they're gonna go back up to 2 once they start doing the resurrection characters, because those are still a thing. Finally, we have the raid characters. The raid characters are worth 65 orbs. I know we don't always get a new raid character It's around, sometimes we get 2, sometimes we get 1 5-star and 1 4-star, sometimes we only get 1, but on average it's really just 1 a month. And since we're lowballing it here, we're trying to get the bare minimum for a month, we're just gonna go with 1. So let's say we get 1 5-star a month, 1 raid 5-star a month. The 5-star itself is worth 50 orbs, and completing the event is worth 15, making it 65. We're gonna add this because I'm out of space. We're gonna add this to this and make it 105. So there we go, 105. Let's go ahead and add this up right now, because why not? So that's 910 plus 25 plus 100, 30, 25, 15, 40, and 110. There we go. Grand total is 1,255 orbs. Okay. So that's 1,000. We're not done yet, by the way. That's 1,555 orbs. So we're gonna keep that number right here. You're going to be safe, number. You're in this little pocket of safety. In fact, pocket of safety. All right, there you go. You're in the pocket of safety now. All right, that's 1,255 orbs. Bare minimum you can get for doing everything the game has you doing, everything the game gives you. I don't want to hear that, oh, the game is pay to win, oh, you have to pay to spend orbs to get orbs to win, because that's 5 multis, free multis you get a month. At the end of the month banner, you can spend these, get all the characters. Obviously luck has something to do with it. Sometimes, you know, 1 multi is all we need. Sometimes we can do 10 and not get the character we want. Alibel. But, you know, it's just the way it is. There's nothing we can do about it. So that's that. But we're not done yet, because there's also Senkaimon as well as some other stuff. So we're going to leave that 1,255 up there. And we're going to draw another little thing here. Let me do this because I like... Away with you. Alright. We're going to do this. And we're going to go 300. I know that looks weird. But, damn. Weirdness be gone. Alright. So Senkaimon, and this, the reason I'm keeping this separate is because I am well aware that people who have this game aren't all at the same skill level. You really don't need that much skill level to be able to get the 1,255 that I mentioned earlier, because like I said, a lot of it is events, a lot of it is logging in every day. You really don't need that much skill to get the 1,255. But when it comes to Senkaimon, things get a little bit trickier, because after a certain floor, let's say floor 30, it does get a little bit more challenging. Sometimes it's because we don't have the right characters, such as the blue hollows that are required for floor 33. Sometimes we don't have enough characters. Sometimes we don't have a specific captain and we can't do something in time. Anything can happen. But for those of you who are veterans who do struggle to get orbs, there are 300 orbs to get there just for doing the Senkaimon quest, and an additional 50 if you're able to do them all within the last 5 and under a minute, and able to do all the extra quests as well. So that's 350 extra orbs if you complete the Senkaimon quest. Not just that, there's also Senkaimon Aizen. Some of you may have them, some of you don't. Either way, at this point, I think this is the 5th Senkaimon quest, but that's still another 75. We're not going to add it because that's a character get. But a lot of the events, not just Senkaimon, but a lot of the other events also give you a lot of BBS tickets. BBS tickets and just regular 5 stars we can get during, you know, just summoning. That also amounts. Like, these 350 orbs and the 1255, they can go a lot higher. It's not just this, because you do get new characters. The game may not give them to you for free, but there's always orbs to get in characters that we have that are not yet maxed out. So we're gonna leave this like this. Actually, we're gonna keep it an extra 350. Actually, let's add that together, shall we? Computer, add that together for me, because math. All right, there we go. We're gonna go. Oops. There we go. That's how many orbs you can get with Senkaimon. In addition to this, 1605 a month. That's really, really good, you guys. That's really good. Not to mention, like I said, you also get 5 stars during the month. I myself have gotten, especially in the last few months, about 1 or 2 new 5 stars just from BBS tickets, because I grind out the ticket events and I get BBS tickets and I summon, and oftentimes they are dupes. Like, yes, just today I summoned a golden ticket and it was a red Yoruichi that I already had. But it's not always the case. Sometimes I do get a new character. Still, that number, this number in general can be a lot higher because the game is constantly having the what's it called, million download celebrations. That's an extra 5 orbs a day for 10 days. That's another 50 orbs. The step ups, which comes twice a year, they give you a ton of orbs there. They give you a ton of orbs in just special events in general. Sometimes there's seasonal stuff and they give you extra orbs there. There are specific months. For example, November doesn't really have anything too special in it, so odds are we're gonna get around 1605. Months like, you know, April or September, they don't really have that many special things in there either, so it's around this much, but it's still a good amount, you know. A lot of people get angry at the game because they don't give them a lot of orbs, they don't get, you know, things that summoned. It's quite easy to get orbs as long as you don't spend them. You have to have some self-control with the characters that you want, and you can't summon on everything. Honestly, if I was you guys, I'd summon just on double chance. Single chance if it's manga, and there's a 1 in 3 chance you can get it, but realistically, it's the double chance that really gives you the most characters. It gives you the better chance to get the characters, and more characters for that matter. But you should have some self-control, and I know it sounds a little weird coming from the guy who spent a lot of orbs summoning on Halliwell, but I do have several orbs that I didn't get on purpose because I know how to control myself. I know if I needed to, I can get another 1,000 orbs tonight without spending any money, because like I said, I don't spend money on this game unless there's a 5-star ticket involved, and even then, you know, I only sometimes do it. But still, I hope you guys found this helpful. If you did, share it with your friends, share it with people who you think you know, need to see this, need to see how many orbs they can get, free orbs they can get a month. In fact, we'll just keep it like that. Yeah, because the grand total is 1605. It's a beautiful number. It's a beautiful number. But that's with Senkaimon and everything. So yeah, that's all I got for you guys for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like I said, I hope you guys actually found this helpful. I know a lot of people found the last one helpful, so hopefully you guys can learn a little bit from this. I will also have some other videos in relations to things that are upcoming, both in my channel and in game, so be on the lookout for that. If you like this video, hit like and subscribe to the channel. I always like meeting new people, so that's always nice. Yeah, that's all I got. Thank you guys for watching. Take care.